I think a regular question is about posting from either a business or a personal page. Have you got any thoughts about that?
Yep, apparently. And I say apparently because I'm on the coattails of some of my business partners. I have 5 partners around the world, and they're not just techies, they're immersed in, what do you want to call it, digital marketing. So yeah, that algorithm doesn't work for company pages. So you want to be posting on your personal page. But here's the other part to that, I think. A lot of my network is the small SME, small to medium enterprise, privately owned business owner, and a lot of solopreneurs, one-man bands. And I would say to most businesses, you don't necessarily need a company page. Yes, if you're dealing with bigger customers, they might expect to see your company page. But if they search your company name, they'll find your profile anyway. So the only strategy for a company page is to build followers, so that you can then post content and engage with your followers. Now, I would say to an MD with a big team, if your salesman builds connections and leaves, he takes those connections. So as a company strategy, why not encourage all your team to get their connections to follow your company page? Then if someone leaves, you can still communicate with those followers. So business is about building databases and communicating with them, with your audience, wherever they are. Now, I have 1 or 2 company pages, and so when you're posting, it needs to be on a profile. So even when I'm working with bigger companies, I would say choose a champion or a few and post through there. Still share it on your company page and still get your team to share it. We tested this 15 likes and comments with a corporate who said, well, we've got 15 salespeople. We can do that. We don't need your post-party club. We can do it. And of course it worked. But over a short period of time, the results became less and less, which tells us it's not unique engagement. So it is just about defining your own strategy depending on your business. But if you want to get thousands of views of your posts, you have to tick that algorithm, and it's only relevant on a personal profile. Now, one of the things that I'm getting massive success of right now, although it's been around for a year, is LinkedIn events. If you're running events, whether that's webinars or any sort of event, can be a charity, you can create an event on LinkedIn. And you can do it on your company page or your personal profile. But bizarrely, because we know what LinkedIn are like, they don't want you spamming and bombarding people and connecting with people you don't know is one of their T's and C's. If you create the event in your company page and tick a box when you're creating it that says to people who want to attend your event, they have to make accessible their email address that they've got linked with their profile. You can then export that, and you can, according to LinkedIn, you can communicate to that person about that event only. Well, you know how to then ask for opt-in for all your other communication and GDPR. I think that is gold dust. Now, you can't tick that box if you put the event on your personal page. So I'm now saying to my clients, you've got to be looking at events, and that is through your company page. So there's a big reason why you do need a company page. And I've just had 2 of my colleagues around the world, you might have experience of this. They've been doing Facebook ads into lead magnets. So opt in and give us your email address and you can have this free download to get qualified leads for their database. And they both, one was in Australia, one was in America, both came round with, yes, it's costing me about $4 per lead. I've just had 150 people register for my next webinar through my LinkedIn event. And they're all ideal. And I've got their email addresses. And how much has that cost me? 0. It's worth $600, isn't it? Per event, if it's all unique data. So I've gone off on a tangent a little bit because events should be something a lot of people are looking at. And it's a great way to build data. So that's my take on company pages. But if you're posting, and here's the thing, I understand a lot of people are posting because they go, I should be putting something out, but they have no strategy. They don't know what to write. And I hear, how many times a week should I be posting? Well, if your posts are now getting 1,000 or 2,000 views instead of a few hundred, which most people's were, then you can argue you need to post once a week. So maybe once or twice a week. I used to get 1,000 views-ish organically. I'm now getting 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. So people don't know, they're posting. Why are you posting? Well, I want to get my name out there. No, really, we want engagement. It's not just about getting my name. I want people to contact me and connect with me. And there are lurkers. even though I want engagement, you never know. I had a guy book a call the other week and I said, well, we're not connected on LinkedIn. He said, no, I know, but I've been reading your post for the last 3 months and now I need help. I said, but you've never engaged with me. He said, no, I don't do that. I just find the information I want. So you should be posting, but then if you're going to post, you've got to get the right content, and you've got to tick that algorithm.
I like the phrase lurkers.
LinkedIn lurkers are everywhere.